Hi all. So I'm on my way home from work. Today is election day. I got to work all day, so didn't get to vote. Just tired. But noticed a few things. I've noticed that a lot of drivers out here think that they're more important than everybody else around them. Especially, I learned this a long time ago because of the ambulances. How many people would get mad at me because I'd be coming down the road with lights and sirens on. I've gotten people giving me the finger. I've gotten people screaming at me because I'm forcing them, I'm making them having to pull over. I mean, how important are you that you're more important than an ambulance? And then these are the same people that scream and yell at me, what took me so long? Well, idiots like you were on the road, not getting out of my way because you thought you were more important than an ambulance with its lights on. I don't know. I just noticed that people think that people are just seem very self-absorbed and think that they're more important than their fellow man. This is not how things need to be. Problem is, this is how things have always been. You have people with power, and the people with power step and squish and hurt the people without power. They use the people without power. It's kind of saddening. I know, it goes with the, why can't we all just get along? Well, because the rich think they're superior to us because they have more money. However they got it, they think they have more money. Oh, look, here comes an a-hole now. The lanes go from 2 to 1, and this person has to make sure he gets in front of other people because he must be more important than I am. Because he didn't pass just me, he passed another car after the 2 lanes had already gone down to 1. So he rode on the shoulder to get around the car in front of me. And did he get him all that far? No. There's still traffic, and there's still people in front of him. It's not like he's flying up ahead. This is what I'm talking about. You know, merging. Merging is easy. You go, I go. You go, I go. You go, I go. Not you go, you go, you go. Oh, I'm going to let everybody in. No, it's one then the other. It makes it nice and peaceful. And especially when you know the merge is coming, that the lane is disappearing, there's no need for it. You know, I'm tired of people thinking that they're better than everybody else or that they're more important than everybody else. You know, I'm a paramedic. I save lives. Does that make me more important than a teacher? Absolutely not. Does it make me more important than the president? Well, maybe. Look, I think to me the 4 most important jobs that we have in this country are police, fire, EMS, and teachers. These are the 4 most important jobs, and these are the jobs that are paid horrible. No, you want to go become a banker, you want to run a major corporation that poisons people. I mean, come on, the head of McDonald's. If you ever saw the documentary, Super Size Me, the guy ate nothing but McDonald's for a month and he pickled his liver. He didn't drink alcohol because McDonald's doesn't sell alcohol, but he pickled his liver. He messed his liver up from just eating McDonald's. So you have big corporations that like to poison people, and they have this power, while the public servants, and I'm not even talking your politicians, because half your politicians, they may have started off noble, they didn't end up noble. They became in it for all the money and all the bribes and all the other crap that goes along with everything. And this being election day, so we're electing more people. Now, would I like to get into politics? Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't last long because I'd want to do the right thing. I wouldn't want to play these games. I'd want to do what was right for the people. Because guess what? I'm one of these grunt people. I'm one of these middle class, low income to middle class people that are hurt by the society. You know, we help. They say you judge a society by how you treat the lowest member. And we treat our lowest members pretty damn good. But we need to treat the middle class members good too. So we treat the low level and the super rich, we treat them great. But it's the grunts that do the work that we treat like crap. We overtax them. You know, they gotta work extra hours. They gotta work 2 jobs sometimes just to make ends meet. And what if you're in a 1-income family? What is that anymore today? Everything's a 2-income family. You have to be. You can't survive off of 1 income. Otherwise, somebody's working extra jobs. I don't know how single parents do it because they only have the 1 income. Only thing I can think of is they have a smaller place to live, and so they don't have to pay as much. I don't know. I don't know really what the answers are, but all I can tell you is right now our government doesn't have a clue either. And all the crap and rhetoric you've been watching on the commercials bashing each other left and right. And, oh, I'm going to be good for the people. I'm going to be better for the people. I'm going to do this for the people. Are you really? How many empty promises have we heard from politicians over the years? I'm 45 years old. I've heard plenty of empty promises, and I've seen plenty of empty promises, or the reverse of what I was promised. Now, you got your Republicans, you got your Democrats, and you got your Libertarians that are starting to make some sort of noise, but not nearly enough that it makes them important. We need to abolish the 2-party system altogether. Everybody runs independently. No party affiliation whatsoever, and actually each candidate runs based upon their own merit. Because how many times do candidates get elected just because they're Republican? You know, I'll admit, I'm a Democrat. I like Democrats. I like what they stand for most of the time. So I'm more apt to vote for somebody if I don't know anything about them just because they're Democrat over Republican. And I know plenty of you out there will do the same for Republicans just because they're Republican and that's the party that you agree with. So you agree with the ideals of the Republican Party. But we need to go with the ideals of what the candidates say. So maybe we all need to do some more research into the candidates. Maybe we all need to care a little bit more. Because I'll admit, I don't even know anybody who's running in these midterm elections from my district. I actually haven't even been paying attention to all the signs that appear on the lawns and everything. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. But whatever's happening right now in Washington, that's not the answer. I'm in New Hampshire, so whatever's happening in Concord, they're not really having the answer either. You know, they say the little guy. Well, the little guy is taken care of. We have Medicaid. We have welfare. Why? Because we take care of our poor and unfortunate souls. But the ones that can go... Do you know Medicaid was actually originally designed for the working poor? For the ones that work, 32 hours a week so they don't qualify for benefits from their company. So now they have at least health benefits. But those people, they work too many hours, they make too much money, they can't qualify for Medicaid anymore. So Medicaid is only for the welfare. It's for the poor. It's not even for the working poor. So if you're working, you lose out. Where's fair in that? I also believe in a universal health care, and I can tell you this. One of the problems people have with universal health care is they hear socialized medicine. Ooh, socialism. That's like the communists. That's like the Russian socialism. Guess what? We have socialized medicine in this country in 3 different forms. 3. One of the forms is Medicaid, which is mostly for the poor. Another form is Medicare. That's for the old or the disabled. And the last one, which is in shambles right now, is the VA, the Veterans Administration. This is supposed to take care of our soldiers. And it's in shambles, but it's socialized medicine. So the word socialized medicine should not be anything to be afraid of, but now if we took those 3 universal health cares and we just did it, and we did it outright So it's everybody gets universal health care. So everybody's covered. Everybody gets health care. And nobody has to worry. Okay, so fine, my taxes go up a little bit, but guess what? I bet you whatever they charge me in taxes to make sure universal health care happens is probably cheaper than what I pay in my health insurance anyways for my entire family. I remember when Barack Obama was running for his first term. Whatever, I don't care what you think about it, Barack Obama, this has nothing to do with him. I'm just using that as a time frame reference. He was talking about universal health care. And I was watching CNN, and one of these guys on CNN was talking about universal health care. Oh my goodness, we can't have universal health care. The government will know my health care information. Whatever happened to just private between me and my doctor? I almost jumped through the TV at this guy. Because it hasn't been between you and your doctor in years. It's been between you, your doctor, and your insurance company, thanks to HMOs and thanks to Richard Nixon in the 70s when he allowed the HMO. So your doctor does not make your healthcare decisions anymore. Your health insurance does. So if the doctor says, well, you need to stay in the hospital for 3 days, and the health insurance and your insurance company says, well, we're only paying for 2. Guess what? You're discharged after 2. Your doctor's overruled. How's that for a pile of crap and stupidity? So your doctor does not really make your healthcare decisions. And what's the big deal if the government knows? If the government did it right, they just pay the goddamn bill and leave it alone. But we know that won't ever be done right. So what is the answer? I don't know. I wish I had the answer for everybody. Well, if I had the answer, boy, would I be rich and I'd become powerful, but I don't. What I want to do is, I think universal health care is a step in the right direction, but the ones who fight it the most are the doctors. The doctors all think they're going to get a pay cut. Now, I can tell you this, the doctors will get busier. Because for a short time in my life, I actually lived in Canada. I had my Canadian green card. I had my Canadian health card. And if you want elective surgeries, those take a while. If you need emergency stuff, there's no waiting period for emergency surgeries or anything like that. So you guys can get all that crap out of your head. But if you got a cold and you just need to see a doctor about getting, some antibiotic or something, you can call and make an appointment. You're going to be sitting around that waiting room for a while because everybody can go see their doctor, and it doesn't cost. There's no co-pays. There's no anything. So that is one downfall. And if you want to be a doctor who doesn't want to partake in the universal health care, and you want to cater to the rich and let them pay their bills in cash, and they're willing to do so, let them do it. If you don't want to take the universal health care money because you're afraid you're going to get a pay cut, and you're like, something to the stars or whatever, or rich people, fine, don't partake in it. But most doctors get into medicine, or at least they started out maybe at one point, wasn't to get rich, but it was to help people. That's why I became a paramedic. I watched the old TV show Emergency, Johnny and Roy. I wanted to help people. I see people at their worst, and it's my job, even if I can't do anything to help them at that moment, it's my job to at least comfort them, make them feel a little bit better. Even if there's no medical thing I can do to make them feel better, sometimes just holding a little old lady's hand will do it. So who knows the answer? I think universal health care is a good thing. But my time is over. My drive is ended. I was apparently very long-winded this evening. So please subscribe, like, any comments, write your comments down below. If you agree with me, tell me you agree with me. If you think I'm full of crap, tell me I'm full of crap. If you have an opposing opinion, if you have a better idea, please, I'm open to any better ideas. If you think I'm wrong, show me, tell me that I'm wrong, prove me that I'm wrong. Either way, write a comment down below if you want. If not, subscribe, like, and all that other stuff. Alrighty, have a good night. Enjoy your election day. And I hope who you voted for wins. And I hope that whoever wins makes a big difference, a good difference, makes things better in this country. Because that's what we need to do, is we need to move forward and in a good direction. All right, I'm signing off. Talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.